Hello, my droogs and devotchkas. It is your humble narrator, Jay Joyner, coming to you today to talk to you about marriage, divorce, and what it says in the Bible. Just to give you a simple rundown, because I know a lot of you don't follow me on Facebook or watch my videos much, because mostly all I do is live stream video games as of this year anyway. But I'm going through another divorce. It's my second divorce now. And again, this time it's, the female divorcing me. Only this time my second wife is dragging it out. According to her and her little friends that she talked to at work or whatever, whoever she's been talking to, the child thinks that if she moves to a different room, we're separated, we're no longer married, we're single. Well, that's just not how it works. And the fact that she's treating me like crap throughout this entire thing, even though I've been nice to her and I've been doing things for her, she thinks that she still should get the same treatment that she did when she was my wife. Well, that's over. I'm not doing that, Bo. No more. But a lot of people get married and a lot of people get divorced. Marriage today is no longer the institution it was when our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents, or even the people who first came to this country to start this country. Marriage is no longer what it was back then. It's no longer a thing. It's no longer a bonding of a man and a woman becoming no longer two people but one. It's become a convenience thing or a political thing or it's not something that happens anymore. It's you get married and it's not, it's this big huge media production most of the time now. And then you get, and then you're married for about a year and then you get divorced. People don't get to know each other anymore. They just right away they get married. These dating sites now, they say that they can set you up with your perfect match, and then by the time that you meet them face to face, you're ready to marry them. What a lot of these dating sites don't tell you, and what a lot of these people that are on these dating sites don't tell you is that there are those who, they get married and then poof, they realize it's not the person that they wanted. Me on the other hand, I've wasted 15 years now in 2 marriages, and it's been bullshit the entire time. I don't know if it's me, I don't know if it's them, but it's whatever it is, it's bullshit. But we're going to sit here and I'm going to read to you in the Bible God's definition of marriage and God's definition of divorce. God's marriage of definition is in Genesis chapter 2, verses 22 through 24. And I will read them to you. And the Lord God fashioned into a woman the rib which he had taken from the man and brought her to the man. And the man said, This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. For this cause a man shall leave his father and his mother and shall cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. That's what marriage is, people. It's when two people, a man and a woman, become two. That's what a marriage is. However, the people of Israel could not handle that. And the Israelites, when they were taken out of Egypt, wanted something else in case, for some reason, what if we don't want to be with this person anymore? Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 1. When a man takes a wife and marries her, and it happens that she finds no favor in his eyes because he has found some indecency in her, and he writes her a certificate of divorce and puts it in her hand and sends her out from his house. That's what law that Moses had written for the Israelites. Because what if they didn't want to be married to their betrothed anymore? Or some sort of indecency was in her. Indecency back then was basically she'd been screwing around, so out the door you went. But Jesus had a few things to say about it. We'll go to Matthew chapter 19, verses 3 through 12. Matthew chapter 19, we'll start verse 3. And some Pharisees came to him, testing him, and saying, Is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any cause at all? And he answered and said, Have you not read that he who created them from the beginning made them male and female, and said, For this cause a man shall leave his father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Consequently, they are no more two, but one. What therefore God has joined together, let no man separate. They said to him, Why then did Moses command to give her certificate and divorce her? And he said to them, Because of your hardness of heart. Moses permitted you to divorce your wives, but from the beginning it has not been this way. And I say to you, whoever divorces his wife except for immorality and marries another commits adultery. And disciples said to him, If the relationship of the man with his wife is like this, it is better not to marry? It is better not to marry. But he said to them, Not all men can accept this statement, but only those to whom it has been given. For there are eunuchs who were born that way from their mother's womb, and there are eunuchs who were made eunuchs by men, and there are also eunuchs who made themselves eunuchs for the sake of the kingdom of heaven. He who is able to accept this, let him accept it. So divorce wasn't always a thing, people. It wasn't always supposed to be that way. Once you were with your partner, your wife, once a man and a woman were joined together, that was it. Whatever God puts together, let no man separate. Well, unfortunately, that is not the way of the world. Today, we hand out divorces like we hand out candy on Halloween. We use marriage for nothing more than a tax break or a political statement or a media statement even. But it is no longer what it once was. No way. Nah. Nope. I'm sorry. I'm old-fashioned. I stick to those sort of values. I stick to the biblical values. So, I guess it is what it is. But, you know, I will follow God for the rest of my days because that's just, that's the type of person that I am. And, yeah. So, hope you folks learned something today. And hope you follow me around on this journey because new year, new things, new person maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. This has been Jay Joyner. Peace, much love, and God bless you all.